I just plugged something in and it made my avatar disappear. So I'm gonna need 10 more seconds. Oh, that Nightbox command is still active. We could probably keep the exclamation point command, but we should probably remove that since we're not actually affiliated. I don't know how Nightbot works, so someone can make a note of that in the Discord. That'd be sick. Welcome, I guess I should say welcome to Fright Zone, except not really. It's like October in 2 days, so I figured I should break out the background, even though I don't have a spooky game for us to play yet. I'm still not sure how we're gonna handle that, considering we're down to 1 stream a week. Either I find a way to fit a second stream back into my schedule, or, voice pretty quiet. I have it turned up as loud as it can go. I can lower the audio capture. Right, I had that raised. That's my bad. That was raised up to be louder than normal for my recording I had to do. I want us to play the Crow Country full release. We played the demo last Halloween, and that was really good. And I think the full game's out. So that's my plan for October. But, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what to do about also playing disco. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. Because that's what we're doing today. Because even though I'm wearing the outfit, it's technically not October yet. I just figured it works. And let's be real, what's spookier than, like a dead guy on a tree? Did you increase your resolution or something at the same time? No. That's on your end. I wish I had a big button that made things look better. Or worse, honestly, that'd be the one I'd press more often. I've been in a unique pit of hell these past couple of hours. Because, what I've been trying to do is, fix, essentially, my grandfather's copy of Wallace and Gromit: The First 3 Adventures for DVD. We used to have, like, a family copy, but it got, like, scratched to hell and back, and you can't stream any of the shorts anywhere. So I was like, okay, I owned the product, I have the disc still, I'll just go and get the files somewhere and put them on a new DVD. which I learned how to use Encore, which is a bad program that I don't recommend anybody ever touch. I learned how to put chapter markers on video files. I downloaded something for 2 hours, not realizing it was downloading a .avi file format, which took 18 of God's precious gigabytes away from me on my computer until I noticed. But the problem is that my CD burner is now breaking. The second the CD will be in there just fine, it won't do anything. But the second it starts trying to burn, it will disconnect, thus breaking the burning process and permanently ruining the disc. I have burned 4 of my collection of Staples DVD read-onlys, and I'm a little pissed about it, to be honest with you, because I just want to fucking put Wallace and Gromit on a video for my grandpa. But apparently the fucking DVD drive I bought off of Amazon like 2 years ago is bad or something. Who would have fucking thought? Who would have thought, really, truly? Oh, that's why I have frame rate. My hand tracker isn't on. Anyway, we're playing more of the game that's going to be the death of me, because I'm gonna have to pick dialogue options that embarrass me deeply. Which I'm no good at handling. I can't deal with that emotionally or physically or anything. Oh, okay, we have one hand showing up, that's good. Second hand, can we get a second hand to show up? But for all intents and purposes, it should. But it won't. That's okay. I could go like that. And that's about it. Who cares? Who cares? All that matters is that we go figure out how to get that body down from that tree. I hope it takes the entire, like, I know the game consists of multiple days. I hope it takes like 6 days to get the tree down. I mean, to get the body down from the tree. That'd be so fucking funny. Right, and we also need to get money to pay the guy. I remember this now. I'm remembering our first hour with the game. We have to get $180 fucking dollars for our room. We need to get the body down from the tree. And I am broke as balls and I don't know shit, and I think my character thinks his name is Firewalker, which is a problem. This is I should not have fucking let him decided on picking a new name. Because now we're in hell. Now we are in a new circle of hell. Honestly, like, immediately picking a bad answer at the beginning of a game is not something I thought I was capable of, but it's something I did, and I have a feeling it's gonna continue to be bad for me. That's his VTuber name. That is his, like, username online when he goes on his forums. But, like, this isn't about his fucking forums. There are a few things in this game where once you do them, the game keeps bringing them up. That's bad news for me. This game is gonna be this game's gonna stress me out. Crow Country is gonna be a relief. It's gonna be a relief from this. World's longest loading screen, by the way. They were talking about this. They have to reconstruct Harry from from a molecule and grow him up to a whole man, spore creature style every single time you press the play button in Steam. It's gonna load eventually. I believe in you. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm also excited for it because it's definitely more the style of Warp Zone. Like, I'm excited to play this game, but this is definitely just like we're playing a video game now, unless like, oh, we're playing games that look or feel like this. Oh, there we go.
I love this show!
Whoa! I love this show. Right, they all got really mad at me because I can't find my badge or my gun, which is a problem. So we must have pawned the gun for alcohol.
I love this show!
Which is a problem. Okay. Right, we also wanted to grab a pry bar.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out from under the
I love
seat
this show!
and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
What does
He's
that
clearly
mean?
a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
We just need the pry bar for right now.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
I don't want to just take all of his stuff.
The pull-out
I feel
toolbox
bad about
slides
that.
back.
We'll come back for it if we need it. We'll lose a couple minutes, but that's fine. This isn't a speedrun. Let's go talk. This looks like a gardener. Are you a gardener, ma'am?
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
But I have some of the stuff that'll make me not throw up.
Sure. I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Thank you.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
That's... Oh, that's true. Fuck, could I... Wait, hold on.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days.
Wait, fuck, did I just fuck that up? Can I not get the gloves now? No gloves for me? Because I forgot to ask her? I'm gonna be fucking raw dogging this shit? Oh man. Okay. It's fine. We have the ammonia now. And the pry bar. So you know what? Actually, let's do the garbage first. Maybe there will be gloves in there. Hello. I tried talking to her and then pressing leave and it didn't happen again.
There's a padlock that says "Whirling in Rags."
What? Oh, I need to equip the tool. Yeah, I think I'm fucked now, so that's a good lesson, but dang.
This trash container is locked. Force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending.
Shit. Time only passes while talking to people? That's good. Hang from the pry bar with all your
There's a
weight.
creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind. Unsatisfying, hurtful. You hear a ringing sound, but not quite hollow. The can
I
seems
shouldn't
to be
have
full.
done that. But it was very funny.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
Okay. Well, listen, we tried. Can I combine these items? Is this like a point and click where I can combine the handkerchief with the ammonia to get something where I cannot throw up by putting ammonia on the handkerchief? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's just go try interacting with the body again and see if it gives me the prompt. Kuno,
There
you're
he
not
still
gonna do it.
is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Guys, I think I'm still gonna lose this check. Cause I got a +1, but, but the +1 doesn't help me, because the max roll is still... I need to find something else to up my endurance? I need to find something else to up my endurance. Okay. I guess let's go check in the pawn shop and do that later, because, even with the ammonia, I won't be able to do that. Of course, we now need to figure out where the pawn shop is. Hello, who are you?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Oh, they're playing a game.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please.
Yo, that
let's
line
just try
goes
to enjoy the
hard.
game, all right?
That goes extra hard because I just finished eating a big bowl of soup.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old.
You can ask
Now
you for
stop
directions
grabbing
also.
your ass
Fuck.
like it's a
Okay.
girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions.
Oh no.
Shoot first. Ask questions never.
No! I'm gonna ask what game it is
No.
first.
You got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Guys. How do we feel about impressing this old man with our 83% check? How do we feel about it? This is gonna embarrass me if it fails. Did I just die?
This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
Don't say that.
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
Your muscle memory knew what to do and went for it. But there were gaps. It felt like you were going for a thrust or a lunge. There was definitely gonna be jumping. Maybe you scored a point, but this is a fiasco.
One health run.
What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
Dang.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
I can't pick this one either because then all of my name choices will be Johnny Ballgame or Firewalker. I can't pick this. I can't pick this. Number 3 would get you banned on forums. Number 1 is better than number 3, but it's the same thing. It's a defeatist attitude that I don't want to encourage. But Johnny Ballgame is a bit too much for a throw that just did -1 morale to me. Johnny Ballgame. That's just how Johnny Ballgame is.
Right. Was the demonstration it? Or do you still need something from us, officer?
Yeah.
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
And I can immediately leave. Do anything with the man?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely.
What do you mean by that? If you click the plus, you can heal one of those? Okay, that's better.
In Martinez, the Union is the law, so can you really blame them?
I guess not. You don't have a problem with it?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
Okay.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Respect. Alright, I'm no longer gonna bother the old men. There was a directions prompt. Wait. There was a directions prompt with the gardener lady.
I can't believe it's snowing again.
Hi.
It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
These are fucking awful choices.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really. The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
A freet store? Bro, I could go for a freet.
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. No problem.
Yep, I cannot get the gloves. Okay, I think that means our best chance of finding the pawn shop is going south. Oh, alright, I clicked on something, and now we're going on an adventure.
This is water.
I hope they don't do that. No one lives here anymore, damn. I want to go south. How do I go south?
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money. Maybe she's your...
That's insane. Alright, but which skill says, well, that just happened? What if I threw it up? What if I threw it up a little? Okay, let's not bother the old woman right now. It should be like an inside out. No. How do we go south? I am like a little duckling. I need to fucking go south for the wintertime. And then we can cast every skill. This is awful. This is bad news bears, what you're coming up with. Okay. Nicolas Cage's Shivers. Okay. That's pretty good. What's that? A sewer gate. A great way to the river of filth. That looks like a shop. What is it? Pawn shop!
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
But this isn't what I wanted to ask. None of these are the questions I wanted to ask.
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
I wonder who could have had that influence
Who are
on the
your
area.
customers usually?
Thank you, Kim.
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Do we have anything in our inventory that we can sell? I can't check. Do you happen to have any guns?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon
Kim, I'm
of the
sorry you're
Revachol
here for
Citizens
this.
Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions.
Oh, sir,
the
what are you
unhealthy
talking about?
kind.
Okay.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Oh, I don't know if we should have the whole story about how we lost our gun in front of Kim. How do we feel about that? That's my heart, and I know I was told to follow my heart, but like, what if it's like really important that I learn the truth here? So I must ask you, my chat. Jim doesn't see that judgmental. He seems like he's trying to be really niceys to me, but I have a feel like he's going to snap if I continue to subject him to my awful 3 days ago behavior. You want to know the truth? Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer. You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it.
Oh,
Then
man.
I agreed to take it.
This is the wrong face expression. There, oh, man.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
Composure, you're wrong.
No apologies necessary, officer. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig.
That's really funny.
I found her interest in the gun a bit
Self-described pig.
obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Yeah, it sounds...
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow.
I'm
while also keeping
sorry!
more focus on the murder investigation.
This mess, he means your mess.
My apologies, officer, but I have no
It's
idea
okay,
where she
Roy.
was
I
coming
understand
from
why you did
or
your
where she
behaviors.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Of course.
Do we have literally anything else that we could sell?
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
All of this shit doesn't, this won't help me at all. None of these will help me at all. Alright, bye.
Another time, perhaps.
Thanks. We need to run away now. None of these will help you out with that attitude. Listen, I just mean the difference between $0 and $3 is not enough for me to justify losing items I might need. Now, if it was closer to the $180 I need to not get my shit kicked in at 2100 tonight, that would be important. What's this guy doing?
Good morning to you, officers.
Morning.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old
Hell yeah, this guy.
His
Love a
eyes
salam.
are
I
fixed
love a
on
salami.
a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign.
Oh my fucking god, did
Weird,
we
huh?
do that?
Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershoal.
Oh my god, we did that.
The words Daredevil Driver sound ominous to you.
I'm getting the distinct feeling that we crashed our car through the bridge. I love it. By, Charlie XCX.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned
Is
fish
everything in
market,
this game going to be
a
your fault?
bizarro
Maybe these are my
church.
own
Not much use
proclivities.
to the
They're not
congregation, though.
proclivities, my own
There always
issues
seems to be
surfacing.
something wrong with it.
But I feel like everything might be my fault.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Alright, thank you. Let's see, people around here have issues with cops. Which means that we might have issues getting any information towards the Union area. If it's like a Union versus
You see
cop
a
thing.
Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
Everything's cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Oh. Think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse.
I do?
Everything
I guess I
looks cool on
do.
a guy like you.
I have my fucked
Take
up,
your
like,
time.
crocodile shoes, right?
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
That's so awesome, dude.
Anything for you.
I'll look around. Thanks, bud. What's that? What's that green button do? A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Okay, that won't help at all. I can't even use it. Okay, I need to figure out a way to make money yesterday.
together. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
I'm gonna interrupt your song,
It's the
sorry.
jam, my man.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Damn.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I
Ah,
ever
shit.
knew.
Okay, so these trucks
Just
aren't
me
just
and
a part of
metal
the
and
scenery, they're
tires,
stuck
the oil
here.
and the fumes of mazout.
That's awesome.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What's union
Some pretty
demanding?
wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the
Ooh.
company. I forget what exactly.
Ooh!
Good on
That
them,
sounds
I
like
guess.
fun.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He makes a ka-ching sound.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Chasing transient pleasures is a drag.
This
these
guy
days.
just wants to drive his little
I prefer
truck.
the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
I want to try doing this check.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the usual Lorriman tropes and hopes. The road and the rhymes. This jam ain't helping either.
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn, it really is hard to talk, man to man.
It is really hard to talk man to man, that's true. Hey, do you know anything about the dead guy?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked
So
about
not
that.
one of the drivers.
Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Alright.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
I am not
Don't
going
be a
to ask the
stranger.
people of Revachol for money. This might be why I lose the game on day one, but I do not want to ask the people of Revachol for money.
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island
Oh, this guy's
mere
racist.
300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him!
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Maybe we don't...
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Unfortunately, the narrative has already told me what you're about, man. It's in your
I
name.
know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
No! Espirite corpse, I don't think that means I should punch Kim on the shoulder. I don't think that's what that means. I kind of want to do it, though. I kind of want to have his back. Fuck it.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
It's been a week, right?
Oh, they've been at it for a while.
Oh, shit.
2 months, maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up,
Apples.
besides racism?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Alright. Bye. Bye, buddy. I don't want to deal with that right now. Freet. Sick. I guess let's figure out what's happening over here. Who's this?
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Ah, alright, man.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Alright.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
I just
Good.
want to ask questions.
We're fighting for a cause here.
I
to work!
I just want to ask questions, sir, about the dead
Besides,
body.
We're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together.
I'm not on your
Shows
side.
authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
I just have questions.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis.
Oh,
If
yeah, no,
Union
fuck you
folks
guys.
don't want work. They ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
I like how this guy just occasionally breaks back into yelling.
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done.
That's not what I
plenty of
wanted to click.
criminal
I
shit.
misclicked.
They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Could you imagine standing outside of a place for a week or more to try to go to do a job in a place that you do not even live. I don't even know what that is.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
You tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time. I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for
Let me
less
cop
money.
for less money. We call that a moderator.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
There's a murder?
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually very fun and easy. I could confess to this guy that looks like a secret third Mario brother that I lost my memory, but maybe that seems like a bad choice. Would you want to help me out?
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Yeah.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
I'll just joke about it anyway.
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Okay.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
Maybe you could through the grate? No.
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
That simple?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there.
Oh, no!
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Right.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
I get it.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example,
I
you
see.
could best Measurehead in a
They've got a
physical
guy up
confrontation.
there who will beat you up.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Sure.
I have some money.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always
Yay! I won a check for once.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to... You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing though.
Unionist problems?
Nothing to worry about really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike though. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
Gotta get moving, bud. Nice to meet you. I don't think we should talk to the racist. What's this? What's up with this? What's up with this guy's 3 weed-smoking girlfriends?
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Say nothing. Size him up
Are
first.
you admiring my morphophysiology?
What does that mean?
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm. sandwich.
Be calm, hand
you
sandwich.
Are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Hi, I'm with the RCM. I need to investigate a dead body, which might involve talking to the union leader. Can I go inside?
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
What does that mean?
You reek of it.
Oh, alcohol.
An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the
I'm
woman
disturbing
in
his
my
3
company
weed-smoking
sick.
girlfriends of my alcoholism.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
This shit's unimportant.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Oh, I see. Thank you. For the definition.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity.
That's bad. That's
and
good.
Powerful weapons of war.
That's bad.
Like missiles and aerostatic
That's bad.
aircraft.
Those are bad.
You made great gains in metallurgy,
That's
race
good.
theory, and state.
That's bad. That seems to be hit or miss.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Kroikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous
Chat.
culture.
What the fuck is this guy
You
talking?
will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
This is getting us nowhere. This is getting us nowhere. That wasted like 10 minutes. It's funny that he is always yelling. Agreed. Very funny. But the thing is that my Harry is not smart enough to engage in that conversation without me being worried he's gonna come away as like a critical, like a not critical race theory, like just a racist. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to get in there to talk to the union leader. I guess let's go to the Fritz store and see if there's anybody in there we can ask. I guess maybe I could ask more people for money, but I don't think I'm gonna get enough. Hi.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
I love your weird hat, ma'am.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What is that magazine she's reading? But also, like, that's none of my business.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Tell me anything about the dead body.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really... long. I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for your help. Bye. Go back to reading your magazine. Thanks for telling us nothing. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck we're gonna pay for this. I guess let's try... We've explored to the south and to the east a little bit. We could try going north and see if we can find anything. We could also go into the bookshop. There's a lot of bottles everywhere, and I saw like a tooltip pop up that's like said, short on money, you can use a plastic bag to collect that, but I don't know where to find a plastic bag.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Hi, Plaisance.
Be welcome, And please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
I feel like I wouldn't be taking a lot of responsibility and energy into this space by immediately asking her for money. You should try to find a plastic bag. I'm gonna do that after questioning her.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
She was doing a good job.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Not really.
Why not? Was she not friendly enough? Were you not compelled to talk to her?
Sorry, I just
Oh yes,
walking...
okay, that makes sense. It's working then. Yes. Do browse our books, sir.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that you have a child labor thing going on, but...
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
I don't think this conversation is going to get me anywhere. It seems like all of our dialogue is going to be about books. That will not tell me anything about the guy who's dead. I need to go look for a plastic bag. Plastic bag! Holy shit. Okay. That's what we're focusing on right now. Sorry, drunk man. This is all I care about. Holy shit. Look at all the items we can pick up. That one was fancier. Folks, the next 45 minutes of this stream will be digging around for bottles. So tear is Revachol word for, not Revachol, it's a place. I don't know, it's this universe's word for litter. That's a bottle, can I pick it up? No. I see. It seems to have a real fixation on balls, this Skyward Clan has. In an object game, yeah, this has turned into a quick adventure. Who cares about a dead body? Listen, right now, we do not have enough endurance to examine the dead body. We have gotten 1 bit of ammonia, which has increased our check by 1. I am not above safe scumming. I just want to make it so it isn't a 1 in 12 roll chance. There's a girl up there. She's supposed to take? Can we talk to her?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent.
What does that mean?
Rushing down Rue d'Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. Ask away, pigman, but I don't promise to answer.
You think about the murder?
I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's
This isn't a
shit.
snitch scenario.
No
Someone died.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
She like hesitates before saying fuck. I
Can't
want to
you
really
tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural.
I can't
Aerial
tell.
graffitio
You
visible
kind of
from
making it
low
look like that
orbit.
Children's Hospital Tumblr post right now.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
You don't know what to write
Have
yet?
you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall,
Great
most
color
people
theory.
write
That post is
unimaginative
insane.
stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
I have something to say.
Yeah?
I love public art.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
It totally will.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Nice!
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
No! What the fuck was that dial? It just said that! That wasn't in the listing of things! It just told me that the lieutenant's upset at me, and it didn't even write it down. Is this where, like, my copy of Disco Elysium becomes a horror game?
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
Composure, I think, might be my favorite painting. I like the square at the top there, it's cool.
The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
Gotcha.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky.
Kim is giving me the
Throwing
official
her
stamp
off
of
is our
approval to
best
be
bet.
fucked up while talking to the corporate negotiator.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to us on.
Alright.
Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got
Hey.
eyes on you.
Okay. There's no need for all that, but sure. What's that? Okay. Yo! What the fuck was that I just found? Suggestion, I captain -1 half-light versus my +1 Esprit de Corps, which I want to keep just so I could keep an eye on what Kim's thinking. So I'll keep this on for now. Okay, that's some more garbage. That's more garbage I could take. Thank you. I should, you know what? I'm going to put away the pry bar while we're running around. I don't want to accidentally freak someone out without realizing it might... Drugs? Where does it put drugs in my inventory? Who knows? Who cares? We'll worry about that later. Magnesium. Every single type of vitamin I tank shows up in this game, or something I put into a fish tank, I'm gonna cheer and clap. Alright. Hi, ma'am. Mind talking to us?
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with
Girl,
driplets.
have you just been slaying it up on this
Silk
boat
scarf
for
is tied
like a
around
week?
her throat.
Did it go into the bag? Oh, it might have.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
You kind of look like the Team Fortress 2 announcer lady. It's stored in the plus. Oh. Oh. I'll hold on to it for now.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
I'll shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Okay.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter,
lynching,
I will.
not just
Gladly.
okay.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is
Okay,
recovering from
so
an
I need to pick the
unusual
weird
medical
options,
illness.
okay? Kim
Very
wants me to pick the weird
But I
options.
can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Okay.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines Group.
Okay, number
It's
5.
what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Wait, why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible. Now look at you, you misery-clad sinner.
Alright, so this is where I can
Barely
internalize
able
the
to
idea
tie
that
your
I
own
need to be
laces.
very rich.
Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you.
A scythe of
Your hair
booze.
sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm not ashamed.
You think your little communism protects you from this? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
Oh, that's true.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Tell me about Wild Pines.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
What do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side
Oh
of
wait,
things.
fuck, we have airplanes?
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
How much money do you guys have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
Oh my god! He does not know what a billion is. Alright. Throwing her off!
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What's it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be
Hey,
paid.
why is this
Then there
company
are
so
capital
fucking big?
improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
She nods.
You tell me about the
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Aww, okay.
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
You mean Measurehead?
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
How are the talks going, though?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer
still
to do
trying to
these
suck
things
up
on
to us.
site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan.
Wow!
This time
Can
their
you
demands are
imagine?
more,
Could you
I guess
imagine
you could say,
Could
aggressive.
you imagine? What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
I don't know what to think about that.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
To clarify, I'm on the side of workers. But when she says this specific thing, it makes me think that this might not be the most efficient way to go about. Maybe we should break up Wild Pines, is what I want to suggest. Because that does sound crazy for a company with 72,000 employees. And maybe you shouldn't be running a company that's about the size of Rhode Island.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
That's pretty funny.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
Maybe, okay. Hear me out. Hear me out, union negotiator. Turn Wild Pines into a franchise so they can own this terminal.
I'm
and
not
then everybody
sure.
else could own the other.
Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think
Not
he said
discovered
it was
franchisee.
Call me Manana.
Like, come on now.
This checks out.
What happened to Gaumont? We're going down in order because I'm curious.
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay, then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
What do you mean by more than fair? Overtime and medical leave seems pretty fair.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
What are the masses of Jamrock doing in, what is this? Revachol, and then is Revachol the whole country? Are we in Martinez? I'm confused again about where we are and where we're living.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
I think you're lying.
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
There are 2 of him.
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's
That's
how they
really funny.
circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Debardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act.
The
But they
Emergency
did it.
Act prevents unions?
I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Debardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Evrart and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debardeurs Union is...
Alright, chat. Chat, what do we think about this? Because my opinion so far are thus. Overtime, great. Medical leave, awesome. The third thing seems a bit inefficient considering the current setup. So I don't want to say it's ineffective. I also don't know if I'd say giant leech. I think it's more... We're just here to laugh at your choices no matter what you say. Alright, that's... you know what? I can respect that. Because I don't want her to shut up, right? Because I don't want to pick an option that makes her stop talking to us. I'll pick that.
Indeed. And a hungry one. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Oh.
Disappeared?
Oh, they killed the previous Union head.
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story. Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help?
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot of people on boats?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
I see. I also still have not seen a boat.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursue.
He's defensive.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Does the boat have a name?
No. It is called Cor de Leyte 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing.
This lady's
Though
really
these
funny.
days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
No one says that!
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we investigated.
Alright, Kim, I'll back
really
off.
Do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Okay, do you have a license for the boat?
Officer, I assure you, I'm a highly qualified pleasure
I
craft
don't know
operator.
that saying the eel's hips, it's a good... If I say it, will people look at me funny?
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Good.
What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
It's a saying boat people use in real life? We need to stop boat people.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced
Oh, fuck!
I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
I'm sorry, I'm walking away from my computer, this is a problem.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Could have eaten it.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share
Fuck!
more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Go!
Feelings will guide the way.
Man!
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible. Trust me, officer, I am...
Yeah, sorry.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Right, Hobo Cup.
Officer. You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible. The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Okay.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
In all honesty, I thought I was doing the correct button presses up until the last minute there, Kim.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sure you will, Detective. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are setting...
Talking a private 2 steps away from her.
Or
Yeah, I think it was fun. I thought it would be funnier if we didn't move, and I was right.
What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
And they go through the
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
This has nothing to do with the lynching.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrart and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link. The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview
Fuck, the guy that's
still
here to
hanging
ship
about.
apples.
One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
It's totally the guy that's here to ship apples.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you. Yes? Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering
According
near
to the video
roundabout.
game.
Hopefully one of them will know something.
Okay.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
I am not going to win that check. Bye.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
I am not going to ask her for money when I have 0 other health ups. Okay. What time is it? We still have 30 minutes. And while we talk to those guys, we'll look around for bottles near the roundabouts, and now that we have a bag. Wait, hold on. I can level something up. I need to level up my endurance for that check. I'm leveling it up. Okay, okay. That makes it slightly more doable, but we're still not there just yet. Wait, hold on. I could get that from up here. Thank you. Whoa, wrong button. What's that? Oh, 3 bottles there too? Hog. Let's talk to our friend here again.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
No.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he spent too long in this lorry.
Nothing illegal in?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Okay.
The man taps.
Bye. Need to go talk to the racist again. Right after we dig through the trash, it's right next to him. Ooh.
Looking for something? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Mm-hmm.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us
man,
in
that's
the
totally right.
manufacturing sector.
It's so much more fun to at least try. I only have so much embarrassment I can take.
They know they can't beat
That's
us in
why
a
I'm
fair
probably
fight,
going to need to
so
take a
they
break
have
from
to
this
get us
game
to
for
weaken
October
ourselves
Halloween
somehow.
stuff.
It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Uh-huh.
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then,
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Uh-huh, you're totally smuggling drugs.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
That's so true.
there was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran.
Wow.
His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals.
I mean, I think this guy is the one that's selling drugs, for the record.
His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess so.
Alright, man. I'm gonna go take those off the ground. More coins on the ground there. There's so much stuff for us to grab around on the floor here. Dude. We're making sense. We're making dollars. I can go in whatever that is.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia.
Uh-oh.
Proclamations about honor, strength,
Yeah, we go
and
back to the
purity
pawn shop
are
for the
glued
bottles.
to various panels. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Yeah. It's a bottle, I can pick that up. Okay. take that. I'll take that as well. Finders, takers. You know what they say. I wonder how much clothes sell for compared to all this other shit I'm picking up. Like, let's take a look at some of the stuff I'm wearing. This is -1 suggestion. So that helps with conceptualization. Bottle. Could sit on the bench with Kim, but I don't think we could do that until we at least solve one problem. Because I think we'll just stress him out if we don't. What's that noise? Oh, you just want to tell me about the stuff on the ground again. There's something I wanted to grab. Can we focus on grabbing that first? Okay, he gets stuck there if we try to pick it up from there. We have to walk around. Listen, I've been kind of a big disappointment to Kim. And I want to solve that a little bit before we do anything else wacky. We need to balance out the wackiometer before re-engaging with Kim. In silly manners. Take those, we take that bottle. Can I have that? Thank you. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
Uh-huh.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am
like
not
some
a lorry
cool
driver.
narc.
I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
Are you sure?
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. I'm...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
I believe you, but can you tell me about this?
I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd?
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way
You
up.
seem cool. You keep on telling me I'm cool. Can you just tell me what's up?
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady. I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
That guy rules. I mean, listen. I get it. Do you think I could pry that open with the crowbar? I might do that. No one will stop me because I am a cop. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Ooh! A +1 to electrochemistry? Isn't that the stuff that keeps on telling me I need to, like, drink drugs? Yeah, cigarette-stained fingertips. I just should probably sell those. What's that? I'll grab that, thank you. But you do need to drink drugs. Listen, we're not there yet. We don't have to do it yet. Hello, sir, I have some bottles to sell you.
Hello again. How can I help you? Sure, let me have a look.
Like to sell my clothes?
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Ah, shit, okay.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Wait, fuck, how do I do it? 1 second.
Another time.
Do I need to unequip it? How do I sell bottles? Bottles at the Frites. Fuck. I'm a stupid fool. I'm a big stupid fool. Let's just run around like this for a little bit more. Okay, that's the edge of the harbor. It's the teen girl store. It's the store with the teen girl that didn't know anything, and Kim had to be like, we're not going to arrest you for not knowing anything because I was stressing her out. Right. I remember now. Let's go sell this stuff, and then we're gonna go talk to the Pale Driver, which is a really funny name for a character. And then we'll call it a night, having made no progress. What pawn shop would want broken bottles? Have you seen what people do with that shit on Etsy?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Fuck, I thought the conversion rate was better.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
That's bad. That's really bad. I thought that it was because they said 0.5 real on the bottles in the inventory. I really thought it was gonna be better. I don't like how that shirt looks on him. I do like the gloves, though. It's kind of... But hold on, if we put on the blue... Look at that! Mr. Slay! I should not talk anymore. We're gonna leave.
Everything will be okay.
I'm gonna try talking to the lady again. I have +1 a suggestion now. So that should maybe help convince her to talk to me? Question mark. Although I won't know as well what Kim is thinking. Right? Hold on, what's my... No, I will. My spirit decor is 4. I'll be okay.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail.
I'm calling her Grandma.
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray.
I don't want to do this. Sorry.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
Hi.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
You're right.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
When else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is.
Right, I have questions for you.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole. Did you just call me a lady, Harife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Okay.
I'm not that either, Harife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul. I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me. Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was. How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
This person has just been watching Shrek in their head.
The big
we just
ones,
interrupted
the
Shrek.
trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just. In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay. Oh, Sim. Diamonds? Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous?
That's the
if I
C2 show,
was?
that is.
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
You don't know what you're hauling
I
your
quit
lorry?
concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos' bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary.
What are you
not
talking
drugs to
about?
compare. Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest.
Then what were you getting at?
This line of questioning is going nowhere. Try harder.
Would you be interested?
Why would I want to do that? Lowman, what in the name of God are you talking about? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris to Grad, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiris to Grad, Lowman?
I don't know.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously. Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet.
Okay, so they all
Also,
think it's
he's
someone
the only
else.
one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Yep, we're done.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
I don't think she's smuggling drugs.
Yes?
No. Alright, yeah, I wanted to ask him what his opinion on who he thinks is smuggling drugs, but that was not a dialogue option. Shame. They said something about racist driver and his friend, the other racist driver, were talking in the Whirling in Rags. Maybe we can get more information there. Someone's got to be druggling Smugs, that's right. First of all, excuse me.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is.
No,
How long have you been up already?
Not now.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade?
What's
with a twist of
No, no. I'm in charge of his body now.
Just
We're not letting him get drunk again. He lost his memory.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
I am not gonna steal this man's headache medicine.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Am I not wearing my physical instrument shirt and I failed that check? Oof. That's brutal. Can I take that? Aw. Right. Hello. Kitchen? I need to ask you some questions.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Right,
Thank
okay.
you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Who cares?
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what
Prod
this
at him
feeling is.
and find out.
Oh. I see. We need the keys. I'm not gonna
What do you
prod him.
need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Will do.
What thing?
Mess hall is... Ooh, interesting.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
Did you search the courtyard for bottles yet? No. Might have some in your room too. I am gonna do that as well. Right.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Sorry,
He
I'm
hates
working
the
on it.
union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
No, I'm
We
not
should
doing
find
that.
out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Okay. I'm gonna go... thank you, sir. I'm gonna go walk into your kitchen now with my dirty drunk man clothes. You there, chef.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Goranci and Kubek. It must be his name. Goranci. Goranci Kubek. Sounds representative.
Logic, I think you're wrong.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Alright, I don't think I'm gonna be able to talk to him. Okay. Alright, let's go... Let's go check my room, I guess. Do you think Kim will notice if we go into my awful, awful room that's bad and awful? Right, yeah, there's some bottles in there. Excuse me. I can pick that one up. I can't pick up the big one. Take that, please. Thank you. Anything else? Nope. The rest of those bottles are figments of the mind. Wait, no, that one's real. Cool. Alright. Courtyard. Courtyard it is then. Let's open up that garbage can. Ah! Oh, right. That was just gonna be cigarettes. Electrochemistry wants me to have cigarettes now. I should take off these gloves. I think the gloves might be a danger. The gloves might be a dangerous thing. I would sell them if the store would let me. Even though they do make me look very cool. I keep on trying to do sprint and look around at the same time, and then that just opens up the
trash
Steam menu.
container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says "Whirling in Rags." With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
Awesome.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open it!
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of cartons.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Interesting.
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt.
Wow, we did something useful for the case! Everybody cheer! Everybody cheer and clap!
The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Let's go!
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears
Ew.
from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number.
Let's go!
This is the kind of red-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an
I still
infant or
appreciate that her
something.
name is Kuno S.
See?
Alright.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food
It's
waste.
just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly.
This is so
Unidentified
gross.
sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple
Yo!
peels. It's shiny.
Wait a fucking
Looks like
second.
the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make
Oh, I
out
thought it was my
forms and
badge. I
notes
was about to be like,
written
should we have
in a
done this
man's
before
handwriting.
talking to the lady? But no, we've gotten ourselves involved with the drug trade now.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, The plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
You might be honest with Kim.
Well...
His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up.
Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Dig in Hobocop style!
Wow. An Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon. Half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
What's a knock
It's
cannon?
a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however. And is that Cordon Electrics preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000.
Hobocop style for
easy.
extra content's pretty
Unless you're
awesome.
No, you won't. Because none of those things are real. They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings.
What more dialogue
All you
prompts?
see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron. Only in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we're good to go.
Open the lid again. Let's take a look at our stuff. Use the interact button.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work.
Alright.
Just finish your case, detective.
Okay, so the yellow man mug exists to make fun of the player. Got it.
It's the
let's take a look
legend
at this.
found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning
That's
tissue?
good. No, that's good. That's
it's
good. These
toilet
are all
paper,
good things to have on your
desperately sticking
official
to the back of the
documentation.
blue plastic clipboard.
You love to have that.
It's a metaphor
Alright.
for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil. The tip
Why
being
can
down
I
to nothing,
why can I
has
do
been
all these
attached
things?
to the clip.
Why can I do
The
this?
surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have had lights designed to reveal halogen
Woo!
watermarks. Mine too.
That's how we could get him to learn his name.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Okay.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty, You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What's in there, though?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is that...
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Okay, we're not going to tell him.
Petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on dozens of...
Sorry, I'm
yes,
clicking.
It appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
All written in capital letters?
All caps. One is called The Next World Mural.
Ooh.
Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Ooh.
Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
Whoa.
Others
We've been
appear
naming these?
more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting,
You should be honest of Kim.
close.
I don't want to tell him I've been taking to... I'll tell him about the
You
naming
mean the
convention.
alphanumeric?
I'll tell him
Officer,
about my
precinct,
titles.
Time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole
Again,
Murders.
in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I
Damn.
named it that, to amuse myself.
That's a good point. These are real things that happen to people.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
That's an insane sentence.
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a...
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages
I can
near the
open
end
a
remain
case.
untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man, I think, is my favorite because that's a tarot card. I like that.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
We don't need to worry about those right now, because I'm over time.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded.
Why can I shake it?
The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center. Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Uh-huh.
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
Can I open it?
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If
I finally want to check. You guys should quit being cops and become mystery writers. I agree.
The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
Open it.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Yo! What the fuck is... What the fuck is that doing in the fucking... Okay, pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
I'm gonna click on the option.
The words just crossed your mind somehow. Who do you think?
Fuck. Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like
there's a lot of options to stop reading these lines of dialogue.
Flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Hi. I think we're about to do something bad.
Lines the inside of the card.
Oh no, this is totally my ex-wife, isn't it?
In a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins.
We know our name!
I wanted to write
this
you
is
a letter
huge. This is
so
actually
you can read
huge.
it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
Keep reading.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon.
Oh, dude, this is a love
when I get off the
poem.
42 and walk back to you.
Fuck. Dude.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air.
Wait.
Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Shit.
No. Hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Fuck. Oh, we haven't seen the title screen yet, have we? Okay.
There is nothing.
No.
Again.
Nothing.
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout.
Can I please get back to the real world so I can save my game?
Almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water.
Yeah, I'm slimy.
Slimy.
Yeah, that's the
Here
stuff.
in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
What?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads,
What was that
no
thing we just
houses,
picked up? That's
no
kind of
lights
scary.
in the windows. It's all on pause. Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now.
Oh fuck, I
inspecting your
just passed out in front of
pupils,
Kim.
stupid
How
idiot.
cringe.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Hold on, did we lose a fucking hour?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
I drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in
Hi
your head
Kim,
recedes.
thank you for saving my
The
life,
darkness
Kim.
parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
It's true.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water.
This is water.
Some of it spills
This is
on
water.
the driver's
And as you
seat.
see, I've been
The
warped to
lieutenant
Kim's
pays no
car,
heed
so I
to
could put his tool back and gain his respect.
What happened? You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to. 10 minutes, maybe.
Oh, okay. It's only been 10 minutes. I wasn't keeping track of time then. Keep in contact with the burnt-out ruins of the past.
That does sometimes happen. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can
Alright.
be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Oh, well, wait. Inland Empire.
So we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
What does that mean?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Some sort of cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official.
Fuck.
Shall we?
Is that my type?
Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Oh no! Oh no! What are the other Copa types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop.
But what if I
Liquid
am
shadow
sorry?
cop. But you're too
am
sorry
I
to
the
say
sorry
those things.
Copa type?
So, here we go.
Do I take it? Do I opt in? Do I opt into being the sorry cop? Apologize too much. What are the other Copa types? You
What?
jealous?
Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything.
Is that true? Can I Copa type jump? Fucking, they should be sorry.
Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up.
Okay. No, I should get better. I should be better.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time.
No! I'm learning my lesson. I'm not gonna make it perpetually apologetic to the point of I'm not gonna do it.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
I'm resisting. I'm gonna be a better person.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools in the pull-out toolbox.
I can't give him back his stuff yet. Okay. That was the wrong button. Oh god, all my buttons. Hi. I need to go. I need to run away. But for the record, I think in October we're gonna try starting Crow Country because by the time I complete it, October will be over. We'll probably be halfway into November, and then we'll be returning to Disco Elysium unless I can find a way to make 2 streams a week work again. It's just a little bit difficult with my current schedule. Let me know what you guys think in the Discord. I'm really invested, but I'm getting the very distinct feeling that this is going to take us, like, 3 months to beat. Which is cool at all when you're playing it by yourself and not for only 2 hours a week. But, that might be a problem for this. So let me know. I'm gonna launch the exit program now, because I need to go eat a delicious dessert treat ASAP. And then, get ready for Pathfinder. I can't believe it fucking clocked my ass as the sorry cop. Am I a sorry cop in real life? I mean, I'm not a cop, but like... Do I apologize too much? I feel like I apologize a normal amount. Opt out. Anyway. Welcome to the darkness. Oh, there it goes. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you had fun. I'm having fun. Even though this game is stressing me out. Clearly. That's why I got sorry cop. I'm gonna send you guys over to someone. I'm gonna send you over to, hold on a second. Lag, 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 death, 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 death. Kill, kill, kill. Who needs frames? We don't. No. What's Shindig's doing? I can't tell because of ads. Ooh! Scorpy's doing thrifted VHS tapes. I'm probably gonna be watching that in the background as I do stuff, so I'm gonna send you guys over that way. Never mind. We can't raid. Whatever. Whatever. No raids. Have a good night. That's the raid. The raid is to bed. Have a bedtime. Goodbye.